Joining me is Courtney Reagan, along with the CEO of Kontoor Brands, Scott Baxter. Court?
Thank you very much, Kelly. And Scott, thank you for being here with us. Kelly gave us a nice setup. Clearly, you put up a very nice quarter, increased your outlook going forward for the balance of the year. We know that when Americans emerged from the pandemic, we changed the way that we looked at our closets and perhaps even a more casualized workplace going forward. Would you say that these results are still riding that wave? And all investors want to know, how long can that really continue? How many new pairs of denim do we need?
Well, thanks for having me on, Courtney and Kelly. I appreciate it. And it's more than a wave. It really is a change, a fundamental change in how people are dressing across the globe. People are casualizing, so that's going to go on for a really long time because we've seen that change in all the major markets across the world. And in addition to that, for our company, why it really benefits us is we're more than just a denim company. I'm wearing one of our outdoor vests today and one of our outdoor shirts that are in our outdoor line. And we have a pretty big workwear line that we talked about today in our call that's done really well. And, we're adding T-shirts to the mix because they match up so well with our bottom core denim. But, we think it's something that's going to be here for a really long time. And staying on the forefront of design is helping us too.
Got it. Obviously you sell in a variety of different ways, both direct to the consumer and through wholesale partners. And there's been a lot of discussion over the years about wholesale, if that still makes sense now that direct to consumer is so much easier. But in your results, you had some really strong wholesale reporting results. What segment, though, is most important? Because, of course, you sell anywhere from discount all the way to some higher end options.
Yeah, so we have, some are really important relative to the brand health at the higher end, and then some are really important for, our core consumer, and that would be in the mass and the mid-tier. We do an exceptional business in the Western business too, so that's really important to us. And farm and fleet stores are really important to us too. So those are the key segments for us, and we're seeing that people are going back to stores. They're getting out and they're shopping and going back to stores, and it's a complement of your direct-to-consumer piece and also, your wholesale component. And we think we're bringing those two together very nicely, and it's working really well for us. And we talk a lot, Courtney, about winning with winners. So the Walmarts, Kohl's, Amazon, Target, farm and fleet stores. So those are the winners in the category, and we've partnered with them very well.
Absolutely. On your call, you did have a lot of discussion about the supply chain and gave some pretty specific numbers, saying less than 3% of your supply comes from China. Much of it that does is sold in China, less than 1% for Vietnam. A third is from the Western Hemisphere. Still, though, you did have some cost pressures. There was some air freight going on. But putting it all together, is it fair to say that if consumers are looking for your brands, that they'll be available as planned this holiday season and for prices that aren't necessarily going to increase?
Yeah, I think that, our product is out there. It's available in all those channels that I discussed. And one of the reasons why is that we made a decision when we spun off 2.5 years ago, and that was to own a large portion of our manufacturing. So, Courtney, we own almost 40% of our own manufacturing, which is unheard of in our industry, and it's in Mexico and Honduras. And we don't have to deal with the ports with that 40%. We truck that product right across the line into our distribution centers here in the United States, and it works really, really well for us. So having that big component has been really strategically important during the pandemic and will be going forward. But we're pleased with our product. We're pleased with where it's at. We're pleased with the distribution. And we think we're in really good shape for the holiday season. We think the consumer will be really pleased.
Very quickly, before we let you go here, I know when you were part of VF Corp, that company was always looking for acquisitions. Right now, you have about 3 core denim brands. Are you looking to add another denim maker to your portfolio?
Yeah, we're looking to add something. It doesn't have to be denim, but it'll be in the apparel space. And we want to stay core and we want to stay close to home. But part of our optionality, because we're creating $1 billion of cash in the next 3 years, you saw that we increased our dividend 15%. We also had our first ever stock buyback program. We're also now putting thoughts together around how M&A looks for our company going forward, part of our options.